Hey BoLS fans, AdamHarry back again with another quick unboxing. Today we're looking at Arena Mortis, which is an expansion for Warhammer Underworlds Beastgrave. As you can see here, this is a 3 to 6 player expansion that takes it to a free-for-all level. Each player will pick one hero with some upgrade cards and throw down in a free-for-all arena. This is an expansion, so you do need one of the core box sets to start playing, but if you've got any of them, you can dive right in. There are some slight tweaks to deck building and some slight tweaks to the rules. We'll talk about some of those things here and take a look at the cards right when we open this up. So let's do that. Okay, we've got the little tabs sliced open here. So let's just peel this on back and see what we got. We have a deck of cards. This is going to contain two new cards. Well, two alternate versions or upgraded versions. We've got the Warden here for the Sepulchral Guard, and then also the Restless Dead, which is an upgrade in here. We'll go through the cards here in a second. There's 40 cards, not 40 cards total. 20 Gambit cards, 20 upgrade cards, making 40 cards for the deck, and then there's also 6 initiative cards. We'll go through all that here in a second. This is just whatever. There is a single double-sided board. I can get this out. This is for an addition to your collection here. So if you needed a game board, if you want to just change things up, this is one way to do that. So there you go. There is your double-sided game board. One side, I believe this side is called the Shade Cursed Lair, and the other side is called the Ravaged Hall. Yeah, Ravaged Hall. There you go. So, nice board, like the standard stuff. We also have some punch outs and some other stuff here. So this is extra tokens, extra terrain features, it looks like, things like that. So, boom. And then finally, certainly not last but not least, the actual rulebook. It's only 8 pages, but again, there are some somewhat significant changes to get this from a 2-player battle game, tactical combat game, into a 3 to 6 player free-for-all. So yeah, let's take a look at the deck first. Okay, to start off, there are 6 initiative cards. Again, these are the card backs for those. These are just that the ones you deal out for each player. So first place, last place. So there you go. Nothing too crazy there. Here's the new Sepulchral Warden. Again, upgraded from the original version, just so that it'll actually function in Arena Mortis correctly. So he's got to upgrade, or slightly different ability. And then, of course, Restless Dead. This is another card, just so it'll function correctly. So yeah, same back as before, but there you go. And then the actual cards. Again, there are 20 Gambit cards and 20 upgrade cards. I'm not going to read off every card, but I am going to go flip through them real quick. So if you do want to take a look at any one in particular, my advice is just hit the pause button and read it on your screen there. Sorry if I'm going too fast, but there's 40 cards to go through, and we have a lot more to cover. We will be talking about the rules for the game, and somewhat quickly. We're not going to go through all of the minutiae there, but a lot of the important stuff and some of the big changes there in terms of deck building, because there are some slight tweaks in here, and it does encourage you to take cards from your own faction for reasons which we will show right now. Okay, these are the rules. Like I said, it's only 8 pages. Basically, the game does function the same way. Slightly different things here. There's a couple of tweaks to deck building. I want to go over those first, since deck building is kind of a big part of Warhammer Underworlds. The key things here are the upgrade deck must include at least up 10 upgrade cards. It can include any number of additional cards. Your Gambit deck must include 10 Gambit cards. It can include any number of additional Gambit cards, but cannot include fewer cards than are in your upgrade deck. So keep that in mind. Neither deck can include more than one card with the same name. Each card in the deck must be unique. You can only include cards that have the same warband symbol as your fighter card or the universal symbol. So it does encourage you to take your cards for your specific warband. You can take universal cards. However, if we flip back, there are some Forsaken cards in there, by the way, cards you're not supposed to take. If you check out this rule right here, which is the rule of 1, and I want to zoom in on it, there you go. If you give an upgrade to a fighter and it has the same name as an enemy fighter's upgrade, the enemy fighter's upgrade is discarded. So that's one way to get rid of your enemy's upgrades, but that can happen to you too. So keep that in mind. If there's a really powerful upgrade that you rely on, but it's a universal one, it can come back to bite you in the butt. So other than that, you're going to pick your fighter. There are some Forsaken cards, so you can't take those in a Arena Mortis game. Basic how to play here. Let's take a look at that. Setup, which is exactly what it is there. Round 1, you have your action phase, your end phase. A further 4 through 7 rounds based on the number of players. See below. Then a final round with the action and end phase and victory. So again, very simple, like throwdown. Where it's a free for all, man. I'm gonna tell you. Here's the setup here. The number of players determines the number of rounds. So when you're building a deck, keep that in mind so that you can at least have cards for each one of the rounds, things like that. So yeah, and then it does have some other tweaks for, like, you know, how territories work, just so that kind of makes more sense there. And you do get a number of upgrades. This was revealed by Games Workshop already, but the number of wounds on the character determines the number of upgrades. So if you take a real tiny character, tiny hero, you can have 3 upgrades, which is quite a lot. Or if you're, you know, a big bulky hero, you don't get a whole lot of upgrades. So try to keep it balanced. So yeah, and how you actually play the upgrades is slightly tweaked too. Yeah. So standard action phase, that one hasn't changed a whole lot. And then wound characteristic totals and stuff like that. Again, it hasn't changed a whole lot. Winning the game is a slightly different thing here, since you're not going exactly for glory. After the final end phase, the player that has the most glory points, glory deck anyway. After the final end phase, the player with the most glory points, both spent and unspent, is declared the winner. If there's a tie of those players, whoever has a fighter still on the tabletop is the winner. If there is still a tie of those players, whoever has a fighter in the hex that contains the Mortis lens is the winner. Or on any other result, the game is a draw. So keep your fighter alive, score glory points, and get the Mortis lens. There you go. That's how you win. Just real quick, I want to clarify. You still have 2 decks. One deck is a Gambit deck. The other is the upgrade deck. You do not use objective decks. That's normally how you score the glory points. That's what I was talking about earlier. So that's what I was talking about. Don't chew me out in the comments. Well, there you have it, folks. That is a really quick unboxing for Arena Mortis. Again, if you have a game group that's enjoying Warhammer Underworlds and you want to change the pace, or maybe you want to do a free-for-all throwdown here, it takes 3 to 6 players. Each player has a minimum 10-card Gambit deck, a minimum 10-card upgrade deck. You each play 1 character. You throw down in the Arena Mortis. It looks like fun. Games should go relatively quick. Again, based on the number of players. You know, 3 players is 9 turns. That can go really fast if you know what you're doing. Yeah, and it looks just like a quick battle royale game. Nothing else to say. So if you like Warhammer Underworlds, you want to give this a try. Again, just one character per player. You can't get much more simple than that. So check it out. That is Arena Mortis for Warhammer Underworlds Beastgrave. I'm AdamHarry from BoLS. Thanks for watching. Click to subscribe. Check out more videos. And thanks for watching.